me. So
Sure.
it's very personal song, absolutely.
Okay. How hard is it as an artist to just really hang your feelings out there like that?
It
I
is
couldn't
hard.
imagine.
It's like you're almost feel naked sometimes. Like
Sure.
you feel like, you're just putting yourself out there, but something inside you just makes you put yourself out there, though. It's like, well, it is what it is, and this is who I am. And, I think most people just want to feel like they're not alone. They just want to feel like somebody else is experiencing or going through the same thing that they're going through. And I think as an artist, it's kind of our responsibility that we were blessed with these gifts to be able to help somebody else. So, I think it's worth it.
Very well said. I think I may steal that clip and use it in another show sometime.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Said. Because you never know. I mean, the power that the song that you write will have on somebody else, because so many people in the world, whatever their battle may be or their struggle may be, and we all have them, a lot of times we feel alone. We may feel ashamed that we can't talk about it. So it's really comforting to know that somebody else has been through it.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to feel that way. And I'm sure you, like you said, you do too. Like everybody wants to feel like they're not alone. Nobody wants to feel like they're going through something by themselves. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, so here we go. Grace, Mandee Woods on the Chris Top program.
Welcome to the circus. It's crazy in these walls. Paranoid of the light, terrified to fall. Open up the cage, but he'll just go back in. The covers are pulled up, the drapes are down. It's back to sleep again. Tell me what's the purpose of existing in this life? He wants to be out in the sun, but he's stuck inside, dreaming up illusions of who he wants to be. A prisoner of chemicals, unbalanced instability. Down the halls, turning on the sirens, a repeated false alarm. There's no one left to save him. He's already gone on and on and on. He goes on a merry-go-round, stuck inside a dizzy spell, just trying to get off the ground. He wants to just a number in a book on a page. When he opens his eyes, he's the only one who can take himself to that. Where to find on and on he goes on a merry-go-round. On and on he goes.
There we go. That's Grace from Mandee Woods right here on the Chris Top program. I want to say hi to Martin that's in the chat. Also, we've got Miss Allie Top in the chat. Allie brought up something that I thought was interesting. Too many people brush it under a rug that needs to stop. Lives could be saved just by talking about this and helping those who suffer. So I thought that was some pretty good advice there from Miss Allie
Yeah,
Top.
absolutely.
From Miss Allie Top. Okay, now if you just tuned in, you're listening to the Chris Top program, and today on the show we have Canadian country music artist Mandee Woods on the show. And if you'd like to ask any questions or be a part of the show, all you have to do is go to thechristopprogram.com, and you can participate in the chat. Or if you missed the show and you hear the archive version on iHeart or Stitcher or one of the other 30 places we're on, just tweet with us or leave a message on Facebook, and we'll try to figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Now, I've got just a super burning question to ask you, and it's just really in depth. Mm-hmm. So you may want to sit down. if you're not sitting, you may want to sit down. Or go ahead and take.
I'm sitting.
Okay. Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. If you could have any superhero power, what would that power be?
Well, because I'm such a softie, as I think all of you have discovered through this interview, I think I would honestly want healing powers.
Oh, see, that's a very unselfish power. Mm-hmm. I think.
Absolutely. I think, I would love to stop all the bad in the world and be able to, heal the people that are hurting. And absolutely, I think I would definitely choose that.
And I think a lot of people, and I don't think they think about that right off the bat when they answer that question. I think, they say flying or invisibility, stuff like that. But if you think about it, I mean, we have so many loved ones that may be in pain or suffering from something, and it would be nice just to heal them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would for sure.
Yeah. Now, if you ever get that talent or that superpower, I've got kind of a bad back. So
I would totally help you out.
Yeah, I would get you the plane ticket just so you could come and heal my back.
There you go.
Right.
I would. I definitely would. I would be there.
Okay, it would save me money for the chiropractor all the time.
Exactly. It's a win-win all around.
Yeah, and then you could stop in Nashville when you're here because I'm really close.
There you go. See, it's a plan already. It's perfect.
Okay, sweet. So as soon as you get that power, you let me know.
I will.
All right. Now, if you want to know how to learn more about Mandee, or if you want to stalk Mandee a little bit, just go to mandeewoods.com. That's MANDEE Woods.com. And she's got links to everything that she does right there. Okay, now, here's another one for you. If you had 5 minutes, only 5 minutes, and you could sit down and have a cup of coffee, and this is with anybody. This is anybody in history, anybody living, anybody dead, doesn't matter. Who would this person be?
Well, it would be really hard to pick. That's a really hard, because it would definitely be somebody in my life that has passed away. I think, I'd probably really like to speak to my grandfather, because he actually passed away, I think a year before I was born, and he was actually a very interesting person. He was actually he was a CFL referee. He actually reffed the Grey Cup, and he was actually a very fascinating person. I'd love to learn a lot from him. He was very respected, so I think he'd have some really good advice to share with me.
Wow. And you are just the least greedy person I know.
Wow.
you want to
really?
You want to heal people, and you didn't pick some superstar or somebody like famous throughout history. You picked your granddad. Yeah,
I would love to talk with him. That'd be great. I'd love to know him. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think you'd have a lot in common with my girlfriend. I think she'd probably pick the same person. Not your granddad. Not your granddad, but hers.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so now the name of your EP, it's called Transformation, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so, and how many songs are on the EP?
It's a 6-song EP. It was going to be a 5, actually. Grace was added to it because it was written so late into the process. And but yeah, it's a 6-song EP, and then I'm going to be coming out with a full album next. So. Okay,
now how important? You know, I'm assuming you play a lot of, or do you play a lot of gigs? Like locally?
I do. It's kind of slow in the winter time. Summer is usually, I have so many more gigs going on. Winter, people want to stay in their houses because it's so cold.
Right.
So, yeah, but I do. I try to get out as much as possible.
Now, how important, I think I already know the answer to this question, but how important is it to play, I guess, for local charities and fundraisers and those types of things?
It's very important. Like I said before, I think as artists, you know, we need to be able to help people through our stuff and our music. And I've definitely taken part in a lot of charities. And, you know, I think that we all should be as artists. So it is to help people. So I can't even count. I'm trying to think because I'm kind of stalling right now because I've done a lot of charities.
What are some of your favorite charities that you've performed for?
I just did JDRF Foundation, which is juvenile diabetes, was definitely a good one because you know, I know a lot of people that their children struggle with that, and it's not a fun disease to have, and the parents and the kids both go through a lot. So it was great to be able to partake in that charity for sure.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want to ask you about this, and to me this is pretty exciting because a lot of people can go to iTunes, they can go to Google Play, Amazon, wherever, and they can download your songs. Mm-hmm. But some people, you know, want the hard copy. Some people are still old school, and they want the CDs. Now, when somebody purchases a hard copy, do you sign those, or can you sign those and send them out?
If they want it signed, I am gladly to sign them, absolutely. If they want a signed CD and they're ordering one through my website, which they can order one through, send me an email and let me know if you want it signed. I don't want to just go ahead and sign it because maybe they don't want it signed. So it's really up to them, but they can definitely contact me first and we can go from there. So I don't mind at all.
If they're like me, well, they're probably not like me, but I like to take the hard copies and put them on my wall, like in the studio, and then the other ones I'll download from iTunes or something, and I'll usually buy it twice.
Yeah, I love having a hard copy CD. I just like, I don't know, it's old school.
There's something comforting. There's something comforting about it. It's like when you eat mashed potatoes or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same on just iTunes. I don't know. For me as an artist, I definitely would prefer a CD.
Exactly. Now, we've got one more song that I want to play because we're getting close to that time, and I know, you're heartbroken. I get that a lot, I really do. But I'm going to take just a quick 30-second break, and then when we come back, we're going to play the last song that I've got on the lineup. It's called How Do You Know, and that is my favorite song, and I think it's just, it touched me. I don't really know why, I just accept it. But it's a great song. And I think everybody, I think at one time in their life, they just want to maybe not run away, but just go somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I like that. I like that song. But this is the Chris Top Program. Make sure you come over to the christopprogram.com, join the chat, and we're going to take this quick 30-second break. We'll come back and we'll peel back some layers on How Do You Know on the song, and then we'll play it for you.
Are you ready to be a podcast superstar?
Publishing your podcast is a simple 3-step process.
Produce your podcast.
Write your blog post.
Publish.
Think of it as a recipe. WordPress plus PowerPress plus Blueberry hosting
equals success.
No third-party sites
to log into. You never leave your own website.
You remain in control.
You own your RSS feed.
Go to thechris.program.com and click on the Blueberry banner.
Your first month free.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
All right, we're here with Mandee Woods, Canadian superstar, and we're talking about her music, about her lyrics, and just stuff she does. She's afraid of the snow. I bet you didn't know that. See, this is